Hey, 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 welcome to Mile High Tarot, where real lies, real lies, real lies. Welcome. Welcome back, subscribers. If you're new, welcome. Go ahead and hit that like, share, subscribe button if there's something here that might resonate with you. There are some things here that are very, very deep rooted in what's going on. As for the current energies, within the last February and March. So please do pay attention, and it does correlate with the last reading that was left. A lot of times that I've actually spoken with a lot of the subscribers, it's taken up a lot of my time over the last year or so, because I've had other clients that besides the channel. So in order for the channel to grow, not call me all the time, but allow me to be able to do some videos this year within the next coming up month. So I do have some other endeavors. I'm not strictly dedicated to the spiritual journey of twin flames and lovers. Mine is for children, okay? But I will go ahead and be directed as per what Spirit has allowed me to do. All right, and with that being said, all the necessary energies had already been called in and done in the ancestors and cleansed of the energy of the cards. So it had been sitting here, so I needed to upload the actual video, and I was having some issues with space on other computers. So with that being said, coming into the reading, usually I do a crossroads. And currently sitting at the crossroads is a mature woman, with the 4 points here. Maybe she might be trying to figure out on which way to go when it comes to career-wise and holding on to her money and building some sort of wealth and holding on to whatever it is that she does have. And I just saw blessings and happiness. So I don't know, I know for myself, of course you want to hold on to your happiness. Coming into the reading, into the messenger fold, is the Empress, okay, with a gift. I'm going to make this kind of short. I won't go through because it's about 2 decks, and I won't go through each one as per what it has, because if I did that first, the gift would come in of an occupation and a mature man, okay? So maybe this mature man could be gifted, and or maybe his occupation is something to do with gifts, spiritual gifts. But then an empress comes in with the gifts. And this mature man, maybe these 2 people have met, and there was some sort of tower moment because of an occupation of some sort. Maybe there was, this mature man was on the defensive with this relationship with this particular empress being a gifted person and her occupation. And there was a particular tower moment, and it had to do with money. Next, we have the thief card. We have poverty, and we have house. Now, with this thief card here, it's about home, security, family here, and it looks like this thief, this man here, there's a guy that's coming in. Maybe he might dress a little spiffy, might be, kind of dapper when he comes through. Very well dressed. But currently, he may be in poverty, whether it be financial or spiritual, okay? When a person has a poverty mind thinking, of course, they're trying to figure out which ways to go to try to make money. Now, the last reading basically stated to us about distorted belief systems and what it feels and what it means to be on top, and what men and or the masculine, divine masculine, or feminine, whichever one you may be living within that particular energy and the universal energy of feminine and masculine. But it looks like that this particular person is on the defensive, and they're trying to figure out how to get to the other side, or try to find out how to try to make some money. And I just heard cheaper to keep her. So maybe somebody is in a relationship with someone, and maybe they feel like they're being bound to someone, and they're needing to, like, if they leave the person, maybe it would be better if they just keep the person because it's cheaper, because maybe the person might be losing some money or some shit. use the language. But currently, because of the cloudy, situation of what's going on, maybe they're confused about a particular person, um, that they might think is that they hold in high honor. Whether it be a privileged lady or a privileged man, they might recognize that this person could have been the person of their dreams, and they try to, maybe something happened where some kind of confusion came in, where someone felt some sort of a loss, a thievery, a loss of something, whether it would be taken by way of money, energy, somebody being an energy vampire or whatever. But when you hold, it looks like there's a high honor of a person that was being held, that whoever the person was, they felt backstabbed behind lies and deceit and betrayal, in the relationship, period. And once there was, an offer that was being made in the relationship, it was just like, uh-oh, there's a false person. There's maybe the Empress recognized, because both of these people were gifted. It just looks like that this Empress recognized that even though that they held this person in high honor, that there was some lies and deceit and betrayal, that there was some sort, they felt backstabbed by the person. So they gained strength and recognized that this person was a false person in the relationship. Maybe somebody was wearing a mask. Not maybe, they were wearing a mask. And obviously, when people wear masks, it's obviously because of maybe not of self-acceptance of something, of or awareness of themselves or their people, place, or things of environment. The things that have been planting, the reaping and the sowing at this point in time, um, there was some fertility going on, issues. It could be that someone might be pregnant, definitely so. And maybe someone might have thought that this was of a great fortune for someone. Like, oh, jackpot, I'm pregnant, and or whatever it is that I planted of the people, place, or things, those things became fruitful. Now, whether you think that are they good fruit or are they bad fruit? That's your discernment that you have to make. So, when you're discussing this with yourself and or any of the elders, or conversing with your ancestors, knowing that when you're speaking of um, this official person or this person that you hold in high honor, is about creating balance, and as so you think it, so it becomes so. So be careful what you wish for, otherwise you will be in despair, and it'll create ill feeling, and as so you do, as so will it happen and impact the world and your environment around you. Okay, so next we have change, main female in the death column. And I say death because I work a lot within the deep scorpionic energy. I will be here as your mile high Scorpius. But this particular card here is stating that the fact that there was a mother had an issue, um, with a courtship and or a death, had been dealing with that within the last 3 to 4 weeks or last month or this month. And I do apologize, and my heart goes out in condolences to mothers and or anyone who have lost a loved one and or a child, because within the energy that I have known, it was a mother and her child, um, passing away. And it was a very deep spiritual thing, because there was no funeral but a memorial service of celebration. Now, next we have this main female that is a leader. Okay, she does stand up in the crowd. She actually is a person that could be a workaholic. May know how to. I just saw the word alchemy. Um, we have an authoritative mother, obviously, at this point. She could be a mother, this woman here, and very well gifted. at this current time in this particular reading, the things and the stars that are with aligned within the stars, it has to do with courtship and anything of tower moments and courthouses and things of such of legal matters and foraging through and looking forward and navigating through those court proceedings and or courtships and you being on a certain ship with a mate, stale or current, and whether it is on the good ship, lollipop, and or is it a narcissistic ship. Okay, so there's a wealthy man that's actually in a rebirth state. Okay, now whether he is or isn't, he actually deals in stocks. This particular person, or is very well perverse in it. But he's in a delivery stage. This person also could be a person that is getting ready to face a baby being born, if not already, okay, or getting ready to deliver. But they feel like they've been staying up all night for the simple fact because maybe shit, they don't want no kids. Who knows? But in the community um, of the people, places, or things that we all think that are loyal, whether it be a job or our friends or our family, there are a lot of people out there because of the circumstances of quarantine. Um, there's a lot of unexpected income, of course, with our stimuli, and some people needing to be saved. So be aware and have proper discernment of spirit and not having to save people who aren't really wanting to help themselves. And I'll just say that, and I'll leave that, and I'll move on. But during the tower moment, in this particular reading, at this time, it looks like there's an empress and a mature man here, and they are going in this contractual agreement. There's some sudden wealth, like I said, some unexpected income, but there's some sudden wealth that's being shined down on this tower moment, whether it be about jail, whether it be about separation, the government, you know, anything that we might think as of a gain and or an obstacle. But it could be that there is definitely a change when it comes to behavior and children and childlike behaviors. This particular child, maybe sometimes someone might even think that their children are an obstacle, which is fucked up. Or they might have some um, hidden factors, maybe some hidden children that they don't want to speak of. But this particular child in this particular neighborhood or community is stating that this child is has some obstacles, but they are winning the battle at this point, and with some sudden wealth. Okay, so maybe a child is getting some money and or getting some recognition of some sort. But there's this masculine man looking at this, has some thoughts in the community about a feminine that maybe they've put in a compromising position. Okay, maybe they might even thinking about taking this particular person out, but this is the vibe that I'm getting. Like, you getting this baby getting some money? What? Um, but this mature woman that's at this crossroads and or having to make a decision on which way to go, like I stated before in the beginning of the reading, that the fact that she is very mature, she does make her moves, trying to figure out which way to go. She may be, I just saw the word, I just saw high priestess, so definitely this person is very well gifted. We have judication and concern. Now, there's some sort of a loss or a theft. We did speak of thievery in the beginning about a masculine being a thief. Maybe this particular person, like I said, when we think of thievery, it could be energy, it could be time, money, whatever. Deceiving people when there's a lot of rats around and shit. Even though the ancestors is like, hey, we're still going to give you adjudication, but there's some things that are within your heart that you need to work out with this man that you have in your heart, that you hold in your heart, that you have concerns about. So this particular mature woman is doing that. And so she is facing some sort of adjudication behind some sort of a loss. And this contractual agreement is being delivered currently at this time with this Queen of Staffs here. So this high priestess, the she's basically, I just saw judgmental, maybe she's passing judgment, but this is a contractual agreement that's being delivered right now. Um, Working toward, like it's being delivered in the family room, but the secrets and the knowledge and the knowing of certain things, it's like the toil and labor has been there, the hermit, and it's kind of like self-reflecting and being in the background, like, oh yeah, I received this information. So they might have received a letter or some sort, or a call or a message or some sort stating about some money, page of coins in a room, in a family room. As well as, excuse me, let me get something to drink here. This divine masculine is hearing also about this message, and he has a message of concern that, oh my God, this he hears about this Wheel of Fortune. He's like, oh shit, you know, and or he also could be on a karmic wheel. This could be a karmic partner, but this feminine, this divine feminine, that maybe they might have been hopeful. Or she might have been hopeful, vice versa, or whatever universal energy. You tap in, figure it out which one you are. Everybody plays their part, but they're at a standstill in the community. Even though that this divine feminine does have some money, it looks like she very well has the coins here, and this divine masculine has maybe, and her are in this court proceeding they're trying to go through, that maybe they're having to go on this particular journey. They're like, either this older woman or older man or whatever the alternative sex may be for you with the universal energy, but they're all in this hangman position, trying to figure out which way to go, what to do. I'm a separate player. I ain't going nowhere. I ain't calling. I ain't contacting. I ain't doing shit kind of attitude. But this main male that has this light being shined upon him about this money, about this wealth, he may even be trying to create balance within his own, just trying to work and balance his own money. Their recognition of each other, of any one of people, place, or things within this, even though that he or she might recognize that this person may be a twin flame, they may be a soulmate, they just don't know at this point. They do, but they don't. They know that they have some sort of a spiritual connection with this person, but they feel that this privileged lady is not going to feel the same. Like, I'm done with this. Like, they pouring out their cup. They recognize that this lady is a privileged lady. She's a star, and some things have been revealed about some expectations of, judgment of sudden wealth. Someone's hearing about some sudden wealth, greater expectations. Give me my money, okay? So the potentiality of whatever it is going on, maybe whatever courtship or this relationship is, or whatever this message is that's coming up out of there, we see that um, there's definitely some um, competition. A lot of people wanting to shoot the shot at maybe a potential resource and or maybe this feminine, maybe at marriage in the community, knowing that the fact that she has some money, or maybe she's a person that's very stable, but also because during this particular community involvement, there's also a lot of um, deceit as far as maybe money lost, like we saw earlier was thievery. Maybe they have some spiritual burdens, maybe be in trouble, maybe someone's health could be pretty bad. Why they're getting married or want to get married, maybe have someone take care of them or something. But whatever the pathway is between these lovers or in this contractual agreement, it's more or less like a because of the loss, it's a contractual agreement. It's a contractual agreement. Like if you choose this person, it could be bad for your mother phone and health with this King of Cups here. Pisces, Scorpio, Pisces. Even though you might be, you're going to be facing opposition with this particular person. So you might want to choose wisely and not maybe go down that route. Okay. So I personally myself, I don't really think that you need a clarifier on this particular reading. It is what it is. Straight the heck up. You know what I mean? So air with this message. Period. If it resonates with you, like, share, subscribe it. If it ain't you, don't try to make it fit. Don't force it. Don't, just relax and let that shit go. Don't be trying to make it, fit. Otherwise, it'll just make you crazy, you know? So, like I said, it is what it is. No need for me to sit here and try to give you a clarifier. So, all right, team. I love you. Much love, much love. Now, like, share, subscribe, come back, hit that notification bell so when it is time for me to upload some more messages, you will be able to get that. I'm pretty much of a secluded type of person, so I do a lot of things in home, and Spirit is leading me to do some other things, and I need to follow that. Okay? But I will do what I can to be able to help give to the collective of my high tarot. But like I said, some things are going to be changing. I am known as the Mile High Scorpions, and that's how we're going to go. So, much love to you. All right. Air with this message.